Howdy, howdy, raiders. Welcome in. Mendy, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, everyone. Big ol' raid from Mendy Tina. Thank you so much. How are we doing, everyone? Silver, Benjamin, Mendy, Script. Welcome in. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. How are we doing today? Welcome to the Roulette Rivals matchup between MattySpice and O's Hitman. There are more than one ways to pronounce that name. But I go with O's for now. That's what I started calling O's, and that's what I'm going to keep calling O's. And MattySpice, first traveling to Hokkaido. We will be traveling to Hokkaido. This is MattySpice's choice, and we are getting our spin in just over a minute and a half. How we doing, everyone? Good to see you. Arwuwo, Agent Snail, in for fun. Phase, welcome. I know. I don't know why I feel. If you ever watch any one of my non-casting streams, I'm definitely not family friendly. Hitman's obviously not a family friendly game. Very violent and a lot of suggestive humor. Yet, you definitely see a bit less professional version of me when I'm not casting. I'm very much a goof and I like to swear and be crude. But I also want to make sure that I provide the best commentary that I can. And I gotta wear a little bit different of a hat when I'm in the caster's chair, I feel. But I'm glad everyone enjoys. I'm glad everyone's here and enjoying themselves. Really good to see you all. Thank you so much. Less than 30 seconds away from our spin. I don't even know how to handle such professionalism. Oh, snap. I didn't get the predictions in for this one. Alright, I'll make sure I get them in for the next matches. Let's have a look at the spin that we've got. Eric Soders, eliminated with robot arms disguised as resort security. And Yuki Yamasaki, eliminated with an accident explosion while disguised as the hospital director Nakamura. So this is going to be good to see. I like this. I like the fact that we're going to see a hospital director disguise. That's a unique disguise. Obviously, a explosion kill is loud and will attract attention, so that's going to need to be done in a place where no bodies are at risk of being discovered. The robot arms kill on Eric Soders is going to require players, the electronic key hackers are more or less mandatory on a map like this. Oz has prepared the emetic bomb in the briefcase. We're probably going to see that used against Director Nakamura. MattySpice approaching the director as well with a squeaky toy in hand, the red tie kiwi. A very fun item. And Oz has just blasted Nakamura. And Matty is doing the Yuki isolation here. This is a great way to get Yuki by herself. Interestingly, though, it's lured. I haven't seen. There's a number of ways you can get these guards down off of Yuki, and I haven't seen it done quite like this by Matty here. But it looks like it will work. It is valid. Oh, but Yuki's gonna scream. And hopefully that doesn't cause... Oz had some problems there as well. Oz did a replan, did not have success. Nakamura did go into the bathroom, but Oz was not able to get the pacification. It looked like ran into some trouble there because as soon as arms started flying and things started swinging, Oz was in the replanning screen. So can always be tricky when you decide to hit that attack prompt, depending on how things are timed. Oh, the door wasn't closed for O's leading to getting spotted. Gotcha. Gotta make sure, you gotta watch those doors. Now, Matty does have an unconscious witness, but it's just Yuki, so it won't be a problem. Oz is going to try getting the Nakamura disguise again, gonna take out that emetic bomb and stick it right back into the briefcase. Matty's working on getting the tossed lure on Nakamura. And he got it. He is coming to investigate. Nicely done there by Matty. And he's got him down, and he's going to get him in this closet nice and quickly. Now, how are we going to see this accident explosion kill, I wonder? Oz is following, has got Nakamura nauseous, and unfortunately gets a side/frontal KO with the briefcase. And that's a big old rip. Cannot get spotted when you're trying to, you know, isolate those targets and get their disguises. So we're going to see Oz go through that motion again, setting up the briefcase, emetic bomb, and trying to get it. Matty, meanwhile, is making progress. He's got himself the resort security disguise. Now, there are some NPCs who walk around down here on this little outside catwalk, but Matty knows exactly where to drag them and get them boxed up safely. So now Matty has got both disguises needed for both kills. We're going to see Matty work on the robot arms kill now for Eric Soders. Now, this guard isn't necessarily allowed in this part of the hospital where the interaction points are to get this kill, so Matty's going to need to be careful. Be mindful of enforcers and the path taken. Got a careful KO there on that security guard. Gonna get him boxed up and the recorder taken care of. Oz is successfully disguised as Nakamura now. And is currently in the garage. Or probably... I don't know... Oz may be trying to... I am having a hard time predicting what Oz might be thinking here. Getting... the propane flask, of course. There's a propane flask there sat by the construction vehicle. Planning on getting that kill. Now, Matty is disabling... Matty is disabling the mainframe. Is disabling Kai's mainframe here. And is this necessary? Is it necessary to disrupt Kai in this way in order to get the robot arms kill? It is. Okay. Frody's confirmed that. That is a necessary step. Now, Matty, so disabling the Kai mainframe and overriding the robot arms to get that kill on Eric Soders. Matty's got one kill confirmed now. And is going to be heading back to switch into Hospital Director Nakamura's disguise and trying to get the Yuki kill. Now, I don't know how... We're probably going to see a detonation... Or we're probably going to see the explosion followed by a quick exit right from the cable car. Matty will need to be quick, though, because all eyes will turn towards that explosion, and there's a lot of glass. Though I'm optimistic it will work out in Matty's favor. Now, O's got the explosive kill on Yuki there. And now needs to figure out the best way to get this. It looks like Oz is thinking the resort security disguise here in the security hub might be worth going for. It certainly is. You know, you can get him in this little side room here and not have any issues. But Matty is in a stronger position. Although Yuki's going to be roaming around the hospital at this point. She's already left the hotspot. The like the sauna room in the spa. Ooh, O's taking a really risky shot there from the side, almost getting spotted, aiming his Calmer at that guard. That was really close, but he did get the Calmer there. Fusk saying that if the explosion's far enough away, it shouldn't attract eyeballs down there, but MattySpice is poised here to get this accidental kill on Yuki, and just gotta separate these bodies. There's a lot of bodies on top of one another here, and yeah, Yuki does not want to let go. Even in unconsciousness, she's being a pain. Now, Matty's actually dragging Yuki closer towards the near end of the platform rather than the far end of the platform. Going to get a couple bonks in. Rule of threes. All right, and it's gonna be remote. It's gonna be remotely done. There it is. There's the explosion. There's going to be a searching activated, but it won't matter because Matty has gotten out nice and quickly. Well done. Well played by both agents. Matty moved. Matty had a great plan and sense, it seemed, of how to approach that spin. O's seem to be doing a bit more of figuring it out as you go along, and I totally get that. That's definitely how I end up getting through some of these spins. Again, there's just an element to this of preparedness that comes with you know, becoming more practiced and doing more different a variety of spins and things like that. So O's is a roulette rookie this year, and we've seen really good performance so far. And even the experienced players, not every matchup gets them a win. You know, there's lots of different opponents that you'll end up facing off against here, and it's always good to watch, and always good fun to talk about. So the next map that we are traveling to is Paris, and this is O's choice. The record for this map is 4 minutes and 33 seconds to complete a spin, held by David Red Sox, achieved in Roulette Rivals 6. O's has played on this map a total of 6 times already, with 3 wins and 3 losses. So could go either way. We could go either way here. Let's get a prediction going for this one, shall we? Let me remember to get a prediction here. Let's start a prediction. Who takes Paris? Outcome. Option 1 will be MattySpice, and option 2 will be O's Hitman. We'll give you 2 minutes to get your predictions in. Go ahead and wager your hunks of meat if you've got them. If you're a betting type of viewer, go right ahead. Welcome in, Walk. Welcome all viewers and any new viewers to the channel. Hopefully you are enjoying the great match here between MattySpice and O's Hitman. Roulette is just endlessly entertaining to me. And I believe it's endlessly entertaining to many, many of you as well. How do you put in bets on mobile? I don't know that you can. The mobile version of Twitch is often spoken, not spoken highly of, and it's lacking many features and things that you do on the desktop and full versions of Twitch, so unfortunately I don't know how to answer that question. We are just over 30 seconds out from getting our spin. seeing what our players will be forced to come up with on the fly. Matty's got a default attic start loaded there, ready to be modified depending on the spin. O's is running around a bit, getting familiar, getting a feel for the map.
Agent, get ready. Duel starts in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, and our spin has arrived. Let's take a closer look at it. Viktor Novikov, eliminated using a pistol while disguised as the auction staff. And Dalia Margolis, eliminated using an explosive weapon, meaning a breaching charge will suffice to satisfy that condition. It's as quiet as an explosive weapon as you can get, while disguised as the stylist. Matty jumping straight in the attic start. And O's looking like they would like to do the tech crew start. We're likely going to see the fireworks lure for getting both of the targets on the way where they need to go. Matty, unfortunately, getting whooshed there and getting some attention from that guard, opting not to wait for him to complete his investigation, but just restarting altogether. O's is going to bump into Viktor there and do a toss to get him into this room. Nothing wrong with a safe lure. There's obviously a faster way to do that, but when you risk doing it faster, you may end up making some kind of mistake that's going to cost you twice as long to go back and set up and do it again. So O's has got Viktor right where he wants him. He just got the auction staff disguise is right here in the adjacent room. O's is getting ready to pacify and get that disguise, and can get that kill on Viktor done, instantly. The question is, how are we going to see the explosive weapon kill be done? Now, Matty has had to restart once again, starting again from the attic, trying to get these first couple motions at the start of the run out of the way, getting that seeker on Viktor. We're going to see him try to isolate Viktor in the Sheik's bathroom. Now, O's has changed into the auction staff disguise and gotten the pistol kill on Viktor. And now we need to see him heading up to Dalia. How are we going to see Dalia obtained? Are we going to see Dalia grabbed or lured down, since she's currently responding to the fireworks lure? Or rather, the fireworks trigger. Now, Matty's restarted again. Matty's having a hard time with getting by these enforcers and getting spotted by the cameras. O's is having a much better go of things so far. Now, O's has ran out to the balcony there, where Dalia should still be up there, enjoying the fireworks. Her guard's going to investigate the gunshot. O's is going to toss. I don't know if Dalia caught that, though. He may have been too late. Oh, no, I think he's too late. I think he missed it just by like a matter of seconds. He got the guard, but he couldn't get the toss quickly enough. He's either O's is thinking to himself right now, I'm either going to restart or I got to think on my feet here and try to get Dalia another way. And there is another way. You can easily get Dalia in her suite, in the Voltaire suite. You can isolate her from her guard, the cicada guard that's in there. You can isolate her from Sophus. Matty's definitely adding a bit of pressure to himself by staying in the suit here. And we're going to see another restart coming out of Matty. Struggling with just the early moves of the run here. Now, we've already seen him get through it, so we know he can do it. He's just gotta play carefully. O's is not restarting. Going to try to think on their feet and get another way of setting up this Dalia kill. It can be done, as I said. One way, at least we know of, is to get her in her suite Lure her into the bathroom. Lure, her guard into the bathroom. Take him out, box him up, set up a breacher, get down, get the stylist disguise. Blow the trigger and get out. This definitely is a spin that has a straightforward approach. It's just a matter of being able to conceive of the opportunities and setting up a plan that you can make happen. Let's add a bit more game volume into the mix here. So Oz is sneaking through the attic here. Might be looking for the way to climb into Dahlia's suite? I'm not sure. Is in a trespassing disguise right now and doesn't need to be. Grabbing some... Oh, wow. Getting a big whoosh right there. This isn't good. Oh, man. Okay. Thankfully, the guard did not follow him around that that coil that Oz is hiding behind. Almost got himself spotted there. Matty's coming out again, trying to... Oz is running through the attic here. Now, he did run... Dahlia's heading into her suite right now, and Oz unfortunately ran past the window that he could have jumped out to climb along the ledge. Maybe he'll realize it. Maybe it looks like Oz is going to poison her drink. Now, this will work. This could be something that turns out well for Oz, but Oz has to be okay with waiting for Dahlia to go through her routine until she comes back to this drink to drink it. That's going to take a lot of time for Dahlia to come back to that drink. Matty going to pacify the Sheik here. And Oz is waiting for the routine here. Brody, you think this is always a tech start? Chris, you think that placing a breacher where she pukes, standing at the exit, so she won't react to a weapon when she's nauseated. So you could set the breacher on the floor right in front of the toilet. She'll stand there for about a minute or so. You get down, get your stylist disguise. There is a free stylist disguise down in the area where all of the models are walking around and being made up by the stylists. There is a outfit in a bag you can grab. Oz is hoping that the patient approach here is going to play off, but I'm sure this is a bit nerve-wracking because during this time, sometimes I've relied on these sorts of strategies as well, and the hardest thing is just waiting and thinking to yourself, what is my opponent doing right now? How much progress are they making? While I'm just sat here waiting for the NPCs to move from trigger to trigger in their routine. Matty's got the Viktor Novikov kill with the pistol as the auction staff and is clear to work on setting up Dahlia again. I definitely think that a tech start would be the easier. I agree, with Frody's assessment that a tech start would be easy enough for getting the targets where they need to be with getting the kills, but it's obviously it is more than just the starting location. It's knowing what to do with that location, when to activate the triggers, how to, get the isolations, and that familiarity and confidence of knowing what to do and putting it together on the fly definitely comes with time and being a more practiced roulette player. I definitely identify with the uncertain sort of approach. Even still, despite that, O's is playing extremely well, I think, and definitely holding their own here. It's anybody's game at this point, I feel like. It's still anybody's game. Yeah, that does seem like the chat's got an idea of how they would, complete a spin and progress through it. As they often do, and that's great. Everyone is interested to share their approach and how they might think about a strategy like this. But there's obviously, it's very different for the players in the moment here because they're the only ones that are dealing with the pressure. And many competitors understand, what roulette brain is like and how keeping a cool head and making the best decisions isn't something that, is easy to do at all times. Now, Matty's got Sophis pacified and Dahlia as well, going to drag her into the bathroom. O's looking strong here as well. Matty's got both players now just need to get a stylist disguise. Okay, this is going to be a close finish here, depending on what we see. Now, O's is heading for the... I think O's is going to look for the free stylist disguise here. We might see the same thing from Matty. And then O's just needs to get to the exit. Got the kill. Now O's just needs to exfiltrate. Matty is steps behind him. Does Matty know where the disguise is? What's Matty thinking? O's is on track for the exit. Matty is firing a dart? Matty, I don't think, knows where the bagged stylist disguise is, and this is really this is putting O's in a strong position here. O's knew where to look for that disguise. Matty did not, and that really gives a good advantage. That puts O's well ahead. GG's. I don't know that this is a within photo finish territory. Matty's looking a little bit too far behind. How O's is doing here. That was well played by O's. Look, that strategy worked. O's kept a calm head. Rather than restarting, at that moment where we saw O's realize the Dahlia lure hasn't worked. I shot the ceiling, but I couldn't get her down here. We saw O's hesitate and pause, and we could tell he was thinking about restarting, but he didn't. He kept a cool head. He found some rat poison in the attic. He poisoned her glass and waited patiently, which had to have been hard for them to do. It was honestly a little hard to watch just because we saw Matty making progress while that was happening. But O's stuck it out, stayed calm and cool, got Dahlia isolated in the Voltaire suite. Just really, really well played. Good to see that kind of comeback there. It was hard to tell which way it was going to go. But O's pulled it together. Matty's going to finish the spin here as well. just for the sake of completion. Good on him. He's got it too. So that's good to see. Oz is the only one who gets points. And I'm happy to see a decider map on Santa Fortuna. Santa Fortuna, I really enjoy seeing spins get done on Santa Fortuna. I don't know what it is about it exactly that I enjoy. It's a little hard to say what about Santa Fortuna makes it so much fun to watch. But I love it. I love a Santa Fortuna spin. Both of our players are now tied up with 2 points each, and this will be the one to decide who takes a win. Or if neither player can, then it will end in an absolute draw, a tie for both. But if one can get ahead of the other here, we'll have a winner, and we'll have a loser. I do love a Santa Fortuna spin. Is Buff guy here? I don't know. I don't think so. Buff might catch up here on the VOD, and if that's the case, hello from the past, Buff. Enjoy the Santa Fortuna spin. Predictions payout, of course. Let's do the predictions payout and start a new one. So, that was taken by O's. Well done. Everyone who predicted correctly, enjoy your extra hunks of meat. And we're also going to start a new prediction. Who takes Santa Fortuna? Option 1, MattySpice. Option 2, O's Hitman. And we're going to allow 2 minutes of a submission period on this prediction. So if you'd like to stake some hunks of meat on either of our participants here, now you can. Now's the time to get your predictions in. MattySpice has played on Santa Fortuna one time and unfortunately did not win. O's has yet to play a match on Santa Fortuna. So we will see how well practiced and what sort of map knowledge and backup strats and things like that O's has up their sleeve. You think Santa Fortuna is entertaining because of Schadenfreude? Enjoying the misfortune of others. I just think there's a lot of ways. I mean, I feel like I could say this about any map, but I don't know. Maybe I just look at these maps with a certain kind of optimism and just thinking that we still can see things that we haven't yet seen. I feel like there's a lot of unrealized potential. Maybe not with like what the fastest approaches are, but it's not always about, you know, the fastest runs. We can see some really stylish and cool plays from our players too. And I love it when we have those moments. The fast and really well optimized runs are great, but far from the only cool thing that comes out of you know, these sorts of matchups. Less than a minute away from getting our spin. Santa Fortuna is about not restarting. I agree with that. I agree with that. The faster you can do it without restarting is great, but the faster you do it as well, it's almost like the mistakes can happen so quickly too. The faster you go, the faster you can make mistakes. It's a fine line. And it's really interesting to see how every player approaches that balance, finding that balance. Alright, and our spin is here in just over 10 seconds. Our predictions are now locked. Everyone has gotten in with their predictions. And let's take a closer look now at the details of our spin here. We have Rico Delgado. Eliminated with a loud SMG while disguised as the submarine crew. Jorge Franco, eliminated with a machete while disguised as the band member. And Andrea Martinez, eliminated via drowning while disguised as the construction worker. So we've got a loud kill on Rico. We've got a live kill on Andrea. And a unique disguise for Jorge's kill. There is a little bit of a setup to get the band member disguise, but it's not all that hard to grab. It's as simple as flipping the switch on the fuse box, running into a house, and grabbing that disguise. So we're going to see both players thinking about where they want to start. O's giving some thought to starting as a construction worker. Matty looking like wants to start by the bar. And a well-planned loadout at the start of a spin, or the start of an attempt, really, even if you replan. Using that time wisely can really be an important thing to do. Knowing what you want to bring, where you want to bring it, and how you factor that in to the rest of your run. You know, it all comes together. There's a lot of ways for something to come together, depending on how the players piece together their own puzzle, puzzle of how they approach this. So Matty's started at the bar and is running towards the construction site. O's planning on starting directly in the construction site. And we're actually going to see a replan from Matty.
You know, I thought it would be worse not doing anything, but this is...
So O's has left the construction site in the that outfit there. Probably going to see O's prioritizing the drowning kill on Andrea. O's did bring the Seeker, it looks like. I'm not sure how the timing will line up here with this start. I'm sure if O's is committed, they can find an angle on getting a Seeker dart into Andrea. So she's directly above where O's is right now. And O's gonna try to get up there. Matty has elected to approach this the same way, starting at the construction site in the disguise and running up to try and catch up. We're gonna see a replan from O's. I guess O's didn't have the right, O's brought in a medic grenade that time, planning perhaps to use the medic grenade to get Andrea. Ooh, and Matty getting spotted. Who's that he's dragging around? That's, is that the person inside the room with the drummer? Or with the dead band member's disguise? He went in there and got himself caught. He opened a door while dragging a body around, and unfortunately, some eyes found him. So that's going to be a restart for Matty. Now we're about 5 minutes into the spin here, and we've seen both players restart a number of times. Now there's still 25 minutes left to complete the spin, which is more than enough time at this stage in the game. But not if, you know, things sort of continue on like this. It's nice to have a bit of a safety cushion to... you know, just having that a little bit of breathing room and knowing that you've played carefully can do wonders for your own like mental composition and staying cool and collected. Now O's is going to try tossing this grenade in, rebounding it off the wall. Is it going to work? Oh, I would have waited. Oh no. Oh, O's really didn't take a chance there and just restarted immediately. Sometimes it can take like 5 seconds sometimes for them to like put their hand on their stomach and hunch over, and you know, they're clearly nauseous. That may have hit Andrea, but O's just like restarted.
Excuse
really quickly. That may honestly, it may have worked. It may have worked, and Matty just has restarted again. Not having a lot of luck with staying undetected, running through the construction site there. So we're going to see O's try to do this nauseating of Andrea and getting her into the toilet. Now, honestly, O's, I think, is making a loadout mistake here. O's is bringing the Calmer with and hasn't used it at all. There's no need to use, there's no need to use the Calmer here.
That is Andrea Martinez, the Delgado cartel PR.
Okay, that looks like a better toss. And I think he's, definitely sure that he's got her that time. As I was saying, O's, I think, could have switched the pistols, to the Seeker, and then put the Calmer just somewhere else, smuggled something in somewhere else. There's loud SMGs on this map, I believe, and that's what O's has smuggled in. So sometimes, you can kind of be your own worst enemy by not making the best use of your smuggle points and what you choose to bring where. This is something that I'm guilty of as well. And I think a lot of Roulette players would probably say the same thing. It's difficult to quickly plan the optimal loadout. At least for some of us. Me included. So O's has got the drowning kill on Andrea as the construction worker. That is 1 down for Andrea. That's... Andrea's not playing, that's O's playing. That's 1 down for O's. Matty's going to try on working on getting this kill too, I think.
You heard the news about the Moreno? How they had 15 guys in lockup in Malaga, and yet all of them worked 2 hours after Green broke in. That's only half the story. This guy Martinez has spent 6 months setting them up.
Matty doing a nice peekaboo on Andrea there. Getting her to come out to the window. Going to pacify Paula. O's has pacified this band member, I think, thinking that he can take his disguise. I don't know if O's knows. I think Matty Matty did get the Seeker. Matty has Seekered Andrea, but she's standing outside. O's is trying to grab that disguise, not knowing that, I guess the band member disguise is a unique disguise located in a specific point on the map. You can't just pacify any old band member and take their outfit. There's only one place to get that outfit. So hopefully O's figures out where to get this band member disguise. Both players, I mean, any player in the Roulette competition is encouraged to consult hitmaps.com. It's the one-stop shop for all your needs relating to Hitman. Interactive maps, roulette spins, and a lot more. It would list the location of where to find this band member disguise that O's is not able to find right now. This is tough to see. And O's has got it. O's does know where to get the band member disguise. No problem. Alright. O's has figured it out. That's good. There's the band member disguise that is needed for the Jorge Franco kill. Now O's needs to run towards the machete. And Jorge, as well as planning for the Rico Delgado kill as well. Matty running from the construction site. O's luring the barman. Is O's thinking of running down in through the tunnels behind the bar? All right, Matty jumping over the wall again. O's as the barman taking his tips. You can't just run around taking people's money. That's stealing. I don't know what O's is thinking of doing here. Looking, there must be a machete down there. Does he, or I don't have hit maps open myself to consult where the locations of all of these items are, but I just... Okay, O's is using this, it seems, to access the caves and submarine system. This is just the easiest way, I guess, for O's to access this area. Meanwhile, Matty's got the drowning kill on Andrea at 3 minutes into the spin, just over 3 minutes into the spin. Both players now have Andrea killed. And that's Matty's first drowning kill on Santa Fortuna. GG's on Hold My Hair. Now, O's has just accidentally peekabooed this elite guard there, and unfortunately gets compromised during the corner takedown by that guard. There was, you know, someone standing right behind him who unfortunately watched 47 jump out and make that grab. That's sad to see for O's, unfortunately. It was played pretty well up to that point. But now Matty is sitting with a pretty strong advantage here. Whoa, really, that getting spotted, I think that happened because he ran by that window. I really think that happened because he fired the gun from behind the door there and then just ran past that open window. And when running past that open window is what caused that guard to compromise him. I don't know that that was a wall hack. I just think that that was a bit of a maybe extended illegal action combined with, you know, running past an open window, giving a clear line of sight on him. Now O's is going to be getting the same toss on Andrea with the emetic grenade. Careful not to lock on to her face when you throw it. And he's got Andrea. Oh no, he's also got Paula. Paula has been made sick as well, and this could be a problem depending on who goes where to be sick. I think O's is gonna opt to wait and see who goes where. Matty is working on... Matty is ripped too. I missed a rip from Matty. And now he's back to the start, working on getting the construction workers disguise here. Thankfully... Oh no, are they both coming into the bathroom? No, Paula has gone somewhere else. Andrea gets the toilet, Paula gets the bushes. That's the way it works when you're the boss. Matty has got the corner subdue on that construction worker. And O's is going to find their way back down and out, probably getting the band member disguise. And, I mean, honestly, I don't know that I would get the band member disguise right now. I think I would approach this spin very differently from how both of these players did. I would probably do, but then again, I'm no authority. I don't consider myself, you know, far from optimal. Let's just say I would say I'm far from optimal, the way I approach my spins, but I don't think that I would have started in the place where both of these players did. I would approach this differently, and that's the beauty of roulette, is that people have different thoughts and feelings about what the best way to start is, and not everyone agrees, and that's fine. The proof is in the pudding, and ultimately, whoever wins has the right strategy. That's what it comes down to. It's not whoever can do it the fastest has the right strategy. That's I think a bit of a speed running mentality, trying to fit into the roulette mindset. It's not always the fastest strat. It's the strat that wins is the strat that wins, you know?
I didn't think anything was missing. Turns out something was missing. Ricardo, don't you say, you my man, you're a damn good artist. Oh my gosh. Initially I was
This is one of the great things about Hitman, is that it drives so much discussion and debate among the people who are most passionate about it. And it's great to see. It drives, you know, drives all sorts of things forward.
Martinez is down. Good work.
O's calmering the bodyguard there. Gotta say, I don't think that's a great use of a calmer dart, but it does work. The barman is a relatively free KO there, and he's got a box to dump him in as well. You just need to make sure that there isn't a villager walking by when you do the attack or the dump. Matty going for that shot there. That's how I prefer to take out that evidence shot, honestly. You can try and do it through the door as he did on his last attempt, but shooting directly on the evidence recorder from the window is very much my preference. Personally, that's just me. Now, O's is down in these submarine caves again here. In a similar spot as last time. Matty's been compromised by that enforcer who sits on the porch outside of the drummer's house. O's is going to get this corner grab and have better luck this time. All right, Matty starting fresh again at 11 minutes into a Santa Fortuna spin. This is a really, really tight position for Matty to be in here. I wouldn't say there's any more room for... I would say there's no more room for mistakes for Matty if he hopes to get a win here on this map. O's is positioned very strongly, playing carefully. Taking care of the evidence. Getting some pacifications done. Now, O's doesn't have that much time left either. Again, 10 minutes in the spin, just over 10 minutes in the spin for both players. That's not a heck of a lot of time. O's does have one target down, but even still, I'm a little nervous at the pace that O's seems to have here. Moving with a purpose is important. This is an interesting spin. I do like the Santa Fortuna spin. This might be one that I play sometime when when we're not casting a match. I do think this is a good spin to practice. We've got a loud kill on Rico. We've got to get the timing for the Andrea kill and work that in with the rest of the spin. Oz is taking his time doing a lot of pacifications here, and I gotta say, the upside to doing pacifications is that you'd make it a little bit easier on yourself and not having to worry about having as many eyes on you. I think Oz is also primarily doing this to get the submarine crew disguise. But with each grab and attack, especially in an area like this where there's a lot of eyes and people walking around, you can't help but feel a little nervous that you may get spotted doing all of these illegal things. But Oz is driven by the necessity to obtain that submarine crew disguise, which he has now changed into. Now, is Oz going to remember where they've changed out of... oh, wait a second. Oz actually didn't get into the band member disguise, so Oz will not have to return to find the band member disguise. It is where it is on the map. We must punish hitmaps.com. Matty is getting the drowning kill on Andrea again, and Oz has replanned. Oz has entered, gone back to the mission briefing screen. I don't know, was there a rip that we missed with Oz? No. No. Okay. I thought we went back to the planning screen. We were just on a pause menu. Oz is thinking about how to reach Rico and now can't get back in. Not able to get back in through that. Matty's really getting tripped up here over this evidence. This is not the only place on the map to take care of the evidence recorder. There is also a place in the basement of the mansion that you can use. And there might be a third location as well that I'm blanking on. There's at least the two. There's one in Andrea's villa, and then there's one in the basement of the mansion. Oh, there's one in the submarine caves too. There's one in the submarine caves. So Matty doesn't need to get all hung up on trying to get these cameras out here. That was really the cause of a lot of resets. Really caused a lot of resets for Matty trying to get that shot on the evidence recorder here. And now Matty's just taking out... having some hitman therapy here. When it all goes to hell in a handbasket, sometimes you just need to let your frustrations fly, as we're seeing here. O's still moving carefully, trying to lure this... I think he was trying to get the Hippo Whisperer, but instead he's pulled the attention of the mansion guard over. Yeah, Matty realizes that, unfortunately, there's not enough time left in this spin to complete it. Could still be using this time to practice, you know, just trying to move, you know, maybe approaching the targets differently. Even knowing that you don't really have a chance to win, you know, you still have a spin to complete, so you could practice starting from a different loadout or a different starting point, but going on a rampage is always a popular choice as well. So Oz has got the mansion guard pacified. This will make moving through the mansion grounds easier, obviously, but Oz, I don't think, knows how to get Rico over in this area, in this part of the map. He's got a loud SMG that he needs for the kill. I think he's confirming there that the DAC X2 is a loud SMG, which it is. Now you've just got to figure out how are you going to get Rico over here. Now, many players will know there is a lure that you can do to get Rico over here. It's the Hippo lure. You just toss that meaty bone. I think Oz is aware now. You get that meaty bone and you throw it into the Hippo pit. You feed that to Miho, And he comes up, he makes some hippo noises, and Rico decides to come pay a visit. You can hurry this process along by switching into the Hippo Whisperer disguise and escorting Rico, but Rico will also path to it himself, depending on the timing. So Oz has thrown the bone to Miho and appears to be waiting for Rico to come down and investigate. But Rico is a good distance away.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Now.
We may actually see Oz try to switch into the Hippo Whisperer disguise to hurry this along, but with under 3.5 minutes in the spin, it's very likely looking that this is going to end in a draw, where both players, neither one wins, neither one loses, both take home a draw as the result of this match, and 3 points apiece as well into their personal point pools.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
Hope you have everything you need.
Oz is still scanning around for Rico, and unfortunately, Rico is very far away from ending up here at the Hippo enclosure by himself, or of his own time, rather. Oz could hurry that along, but I don't think Oz is aware. And it's okay to not be aware of all of the strategies and all of the lures. It doesn't give you an advantage to not know what all the opportunities are, but it's a lot to learn. There are a lot of maps, and there are a lot of different viable lures on each of them. It can be hard to keep that information in the forefront of your brain, especially when you are still a rookie. You know, we were all rookies once, and I'm encouraged by what I've seen here by both of these players. You know, with more practice and continued participation in these events, you can only ever end up improving. You aren't going to get worse. No one's going to get worse the more that they play and the more that they practice. Your knowledge will grow. Your confidence will grow. And you'll definitely be getting better. I think this was a solid effort for sure. Especially by Oz, who's here 14 minutes into this attempt and still not giving up. Still trying to make it work. You'd love to see it. Persistence is definitely an attribute that can work out well for you if you were a roulette player. And luck, well, you shouldn't rely on luck, but a little wouldn't hurt. So with 30 seconds left on the clock, neither player is going to get a victory here. You know, we could have called that many minutes ago, but it isn't over until it's over. It's all but over at this point, and both players will be leaving this matchup with 3 points apiece. And a match result of a draw.
Warning, target will be lost in 15 seconds.
Well, that was still an extremely good matchup. Good gameplay and good matchup between MattySpice and Oz Hitman. 3 points apiece, I believe. We will get admin confirmation there on the result of that map. But well played, GG's all around to both players. And congratulations to both of you on bringing a tidy sum of points back into your personal score. That is nice. 3 additional points apiece. We will take a look at these scoreboards here in a moment and see where the Group A players stand. Indeed, there it is. We have completed the spin and 3 points apiece going to each player. Let's have a look at our leaderboards here. Let's give it a minute. We'll give it a minute just for the points to get added and refreshed, and then we'll refresh the source and take a look at the standings. Hey, well played, Matty. Yeah, you can't get too mad at a draw in Santa Fortuna. It's the spins there can definitely be difficult to figure out, especially for newer players. It was good. It was good games, good commentary. That's all we can hope for, and both of you delivered. So well done. Well done. Let's take a look here at the leaderboard, see if they've updated here. Group A. Chrome X at the top with 31 points. 100% win rate. All 7 matches played. Linux Penguin, 22 points with 5 matches played. In for Fun with 18 and 4 matches played. O's with 16 and 6 matches played. There's 1 more to go. You caught me, Random. You caught me. It was good for commentary. How about I say that? Good fodder for the commentary. Curry with 14 points and 5 matches played. It's the Alex with 11 points and 6 matches played. T Nega with 8 points and 4 matches played. Matty with 6 points and 5 matches played. 2 more to go. Oh, refresh. Hang on. Those standings have shifted a little bit. Let's take another look. My apologies. Group A. So MattySpice has 6 points now, and O's with 16. Wait, is that refreshed? Well, in any case, that's the current standings, and these are not set in stone. All right, 1 second. We just need 1 second, and we will get these updated here in just a moment. Bear with us. And I don't know if there's another match ongoing right now. Are there any other Roulette Rivals matches being cast at this point in time? Or is this the only one that's live? No, it's still not updating. Let's give it another look here. Hang on just 1 second. Bear with us, chat. Yes, the next match is in 45 minutes, and that's me. I'm doing that one too. So come back in 45 minutes, everybody. If you aren't following the channel yet, make sure that you are. Or just be here in another 45 minutes. Group A. Now things have been changed. Here we go. Let's have a look at the new standings. So, O's sitting in position 3 with 19 points. That is all 7 matches played. Matty, unfortunately, eliminated, but did get to 9 points. So this is the current standing. Oh, also, It's the Alex looks like has been eliminated as well. T Nega still has some more matches to go, isn't necessarily eliminated yet. And a couple more matches to be scheduled here in the Group A category as well, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Just took a minute to update there, it looks like, but all is good, all is well. Let's see if there is anybody currently on in the, Hitman category that we can pass the love and community on to. Let's see. How about Rolling Twig? I see the Rolling Twig is live. I don't believe I've been able to raid the Rolling Twig yet. Rolling Twig is part of the Hitman community and often seen in Munga Dungalus's stream. So how about we go on over there? Stop in, say hello, let's see what Twiggy's getting up to. And thanks for coming out to watch and support the Roulette Rivals matchups. Be sure to come back in 45 minutes here on this channel, where we have a final matchup, or not a final matchup, the next matchup of the day, which is between Crudy and Trebiat, and I will be joined by GK Punk as a co-caster with me on that stream in 45 minutes. Crudy and Trebiat playing on Miami and Berlin. That's going to be a good match. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Have fun with Twig. And see you back here soon, I hope, for the next matchup.